Jacobsen Salt is a reflection of Netarts Bay and a reflection of the environment that we come from. It's capturing a really thin slice of time and a beautiful flake of salt. This is Netarts Bay. I'm Ben Jacobsen, founder of Jacobsen Salt. We harvest pure flake salt from the Oregon coast. So we make salt from seawater, and we're the first to do so in a couple of hundred years here in Oregon. Started Jacobsen Salt 11 years ago this coming August, kind of out of the disbelief that nobody in America was making really great flake finishing salt, and quickly found out that the salt made in Netarts Bay was exceptional. Netarts Bay has tens of millions of oysters, and oysters, being bivalve shellfish, filter seawater. So by the time it reaches us at the very south end of the bay here, it's remarkably clean and briny. So it's just kind of this perfect storm of exceptionally clean, protected marine waters combined with our process. Out there is where we get the seawater. There's some egrets out there. We pump seawater in on a rising tide. As we're pumping, we run it through a series of filtration and then to our boil pots. And we're boiling, of course, to remove the volume of the seawater, but most importantly is to remove the calcium and magnesium.
So this is calcium and magnesium from the bottoms of one of our pots. And you can imagine that this is the same stuff that oysters build their shells out of course. If we left that in the salt, it would be more chalky and more stringent and a little bit more bitter.
And then we move the brine, as we call it, to very shallow stainless steel evaporation pans. Salt crystals form on the surface of the pans and then gently fall to the bottom of the pan, kind of like a leaf falling from a tree or a snowflake. It's a process that cannot be sped up or rushed. The whole process from seawater to dry flake of salt takes about 2.5 weeks. And so we harvest the salt off the bottom of the pan, let it drain.
So after the salt is harvested out of the evaporation pans, we move it into our dehydrators.
So I'm taking the dried salt that came out of the dehydrator, and I'm just running it through this machine, which has two different screens that separates our two sizes we produce. So this thing just shakes around and kind of separates it for me. So this side, that's the smaller, what we call kosher. And then the other side is flake. And then the stuff on top, like this, it's a form of calcium that bonds to the salt. So then I go through and I try to remove that.
So clean and briny, and it just washes away. It doesn't linger on your tongue. It's delicious. It's so good.
And I send it back in our van, back to our warehouse in Portland, where it's packaged up and shipped out. The fact that it's made here in Oregon, it's an interesting and unique and different way to kind of think about food's most fundamental ingredient.